Good morning, students. Today we're going to investigate the meaning of primary and secondary sources by watching a short video and participating in closed notes. Class, remember yesterday when I asked you to think about a time when you used a diary, newspaper, journal, or video recording? Yes? Excellent, students. We will learn today from the video and vocabulary square activity that those items can be used as a primary or secondary source to review information for research-based activities. Does anyone want to share their experience of using an item of primary or secondary source, such as a diary or video recording? Wow, Mark, I really like how you added to the conversation that you write a journal every night to think about what happened that day. Does anyone else want to share their experience of using an item of primary or secondary source, such as a video recording? Wow, Chloe, that is amazing that you were able to view a video from your grandfather's past to do more research about him for one of your projects. That is a great primary source to investigate more about your grandfather. Great job, Chloe. We are now going to watch a short video that explains what a primary and secondary source are and some examples of these sources. You will receive a handout called Closed Notes. I have one right here. For this worksheet, you will fill out the blanks to what the video is stating. Listen closely so that you can fill out the correct response in the blank. I will pause the video to allow you to fill in the correct information, but you must pay close attention because the video is very short. Now that you have the Closed Notes worksheet in front of you, a clipboard, and a pencil, we will begin the video. Listen and pay closely attention and write the correct information in the blanks. Ready to begin? Yes? Perfect. All right, let's begin. Okay, so what are we checking out in this video? Yes, Joel. Yes, we'll be looking at sources throughout the video. Thank you. So let's write sources in our first fill in the blank. Everyone write it in? Perfect. Let's continue our video. Okay, so what are we examining first in this video? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Chris, we are examining a primary source first. So for your second fill in the blank, you will write primary source. Everyone, please make sure that you write primary source for your second fill in the blank. Everyone got it? Perfect. Let's learn about primary sources.
From London, England, studying chimpanzees in the Tanzania forest, and an example of a primary sources.
Pay close attention, please.
Experience her memories in her own words. Here it is. Growing up, I lived in England, and we did not have very much money at all. There was a war, and my father was away fighting in the army, and I loved books. Primary sources can give the inside scoop, what it means to walk in someone else's shoes. We know what it was like for Jane, cause her interpretation comes from her brain, but someone else may have another point of view, when sometimes opinions are mixed with the truth. So listen, you gotta know the difference between impartial facts and personal opinion.
Okay, so does anybody know what the difference is between a fact and an opinion? Yes, Carly? Yes, a fact is something that is real or true. Thank you. Does anyone know what an opinion is? Anyone? Yes, John. Yeah, an opinion is something that you believe in, and someone may not believe in it. You're right. Yeah, but that's okay. Everyone checking your blanks to make sure that we have put fact and opinion in the correct spots so that we can continue our video. Everyone ready to move on? We should now be on page 2 of our closed notes. All right, let's begin. Okay, so what source are we investigating now? Yes, Martha. Yes, we're going to investigate secondary sources. Great job, Martha, for paying attention to the video and what we needed to focus on. Let's write secondary sources to fill in that blank. Everyone ready? All right.
The person wasn't there, they weren't a witness.
Oh, that's another fill in our blank. So what does it mean if someone witnesses an event? Huh? Lily? Yes. When someone witnesses an event, they see that something happened in front of them. Right. Great job, Lily, for using your background knowledge to answer that question. Let's write witness in our fill in the blank and continue our video. Everyone got it? All right.
Said the events they are writing about could be a summary or an analysis, like how the encyclopedia wants you to know Pluto went to Africa at 23 years old. She sailed to Kenya in 1957 to study animals. It became her profession. She founded the Jane Goodall Institute and the youth program called Roots and Shoots. These are facts that paint a bigger picture, and secondary sources give you information quicker, because somebody did the research already and put in the time at a library. But don't miss this, even a secondary source can contain the author's bias, of course.
Bias. What was our fill in the blank for that sentence? Yes, Taylor, bias. And bias, what do you think that means? Bias is the correct answer, yes. And what do you think that means? Yes, when someone has a bias, it means that they're trying to understand it or explain it a little bit better. Thank you, Luke, for knowing what an interpretation was and listening in a little closer. So, continue.
Says his or her interpretation of the research might be hiding out.
Interpretation. What does interpretation mean? Go ahead, Taylor. Okay. Yes, an interpretation can mean that, but let's think of something else. Anybody want to help her out? Go ahead, Martha. Yes, Martha, an interpretation is they're trying to explain the event or trying to understand it and get a little bit better understanding of what's going on. So let's write interpretation down in our blank, and that I think is our last fill in the blank. So let's finish up the video.
Like an egg on Easter, if you wanted to do research right, include resources of both types.
We're almost done. Listen closely. Thank you.
I'm not Beach, this is me, this is Jay.
Awesome, guys. Thank you for listening closely while we watch that video. Let's check our fill in the blanks to make sure that we filled in each blank. Alrighty, now that we've gone over and corrected our closed notes, we're going to create our vocabulary squares for the 8 vocabulary squares about primary and secondary sources. These words used in the fill in the blank worksheet are the vocabulary that you're going to use for your vocabulary square. For this activity, you will work with a partner to complete 8 vocabulary square worksheet. I have the worksheet right in front of me. First, you and your partner will read each vocabulary word and its definition. Here is the vocabulary word, and here is the definition underneath. That is what you'll be doing first. You need to look at the definition and the word. Then, after reading the new vocabulary and their definition, you and your partner will come up with a sentence that has the new vocabulary word in it. Or you can provide an example of the new vocabulary word that establishes its meaning. So you're going to write a sentence or an example in this box right here. Finally, you and your partner will each draw a picture that resembles the meaning of the new vocabulary word in this box here. You will have 10 minutes to complete this vocabulary square worksheet. You may begin now. At this time, the students will be working in pairs around the classroom, completing the worksheet activity. This one right here, the vocabulary squares, there is 8 vocabulary squares that they will be completing with a sentence and a picture. I will walk around the classroom to monitor and provide guidance to any students that are struggling. 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Thank you, students. Everyone turn to listen. As a class, we will quietly walk back to the carpet to share our sentences and show our pictures. We will go around the carpet to each group and to have them read one sentence and show their image over the Elmo. At this time, each of the groups will take turns sharing their sentence and showing their pictures over the Elmo from their vocabulary square worksheet. Thank you for everyone sharing their amazing sentences with their fellow peers. Now that we have examined the meaning of primary and secondary sources, you will now independently read a short passage and answer multiple choice questions that relate to primary and secondary sources. There are 4 short passages and 4 multiple choice questions. What should you do first when looking at a passage? Anybody? Can anyone tell me? John? Yes, John. First, we should read the passage, then read the multiple choice options, then finally read the passage again to make sure we haven't skipped over anything. Here is your primary and secondary sources worksheet with the passage at the top and the multiple choice options here below. There are 4 questions on this worksheet. You will independently complete this assessment at your desk. At your desk, where should your eyes be when taking an assessment, students? Can anyone tell me? Yes, Luke. Yes, Luke, your eyes should be on your own paper reading the passages and the questions. So I will walk around to make sure that everyone is staying on task and looking at their own paper. You will have 15 minutes to complete this mini assessment. Good luck, and you may begin reading. At this time, students will begin the worksheet with the 4 passages and 4 questions relating to the primary and secondary sources. Students will complete the worksheet independently, and this will be the lesson closure for this lesson. There will be a rubric for this assessment that allows me to offer feedback to the students if they are struggling with any questions that they may have, or I can offer any feedback or strategies to help them understand how to read the passages and figure out the understanding of a primary and secondary source. Thank you for watching.